Hello and welcome. Today I have a monument grill to show you. They sent it to me and this is what I found out. But before we get started, I do want to say it was packed very well. It was kind of heavy, so of course delivery took its bumps and bruises. One of my biggest fears was realized when I opened the box and all of the accessories or the fasteners were missing out of the container, and I had to root around and find them all, and then of course do an inventory. Fortunately, everything was there, and it went together relatively easy from that point. All right, we got it together. It's looking pretty good. Kind of impressed with this guy. It went together really fast. The instructions were really good. Things that you'll see: all four wheels, they're caster, and they have brakes. It came with two of these little hooks you can use inside the door or on the outside like this. This particular model, it has two folding drawers, shelves. It's a 4-burner, but it's a very unique 4-burner. If you'll notice on the controller, it says left main, left center main, and then in the broil zone, it's the right center main and the right main. Well, you see it's red. I'm assuming that's going to be a lot hotter. It came with a thermometer. One thing, I'm just trying to point out some of the things that I am noticing in this. The doors came actually installed. A lot of times with these grills, you'll have this shelf to put stuff up on, maybe warm some bread or whatever, and it gets in the way if you have a roast or a pork butt or something that you want to put in here. This comes off, not just to get out of your way, but you could take that off, take it inside and give it a good scrub and keep this cleaner, and it just sets right there. Very, very simple. The other thing that I noticed that I like very much is the grill grates. They're not ceramic coated. They're not chrome. These are cast iron. Now that means you got to treat them like cast iron. We're going to have to oil these down, get it real hot, let the oil sink in, and keep doing that to keep it from rusting. But in the long run, I prefer the cast iron. You turn this on, you let it get hot, you let these get really hot, and you can grill more effectively. You get your grill marks, you get the Maillard reaction, you get everything that you want out of a grill. The flames can still come up, so you get that as well, the direct heat. This is a sear zone, which we're gonna experiment with a little bit, and this is a regular gas burner zone. I took a little footage of the difference of the burners, and that's that. These fold up very simply with one hand. You lift up, fold down, but even better, they come off without a screwdriver or anything. So if you want to take those inside and clean them, you can too. So the other thing, before we continue, I want to show you something during the assembly that I think is important and will help you along the way. Thermometer on, then putting the burner on, but we don't have the burner model. They're still on the burner model. This is for the 415, so you have to go to figure.
Oh, I see. It's showing.
You have to go to figure 13 to get to the 410 BZ. The other thing I want to point out is how to do the brackets for the shelves. You have to get the hinges for the shelves so that this flange goes on the outside. Then the bottom hole is just a hole like that, and that goes for a screw to go that way. And then this piece has a screw and a washer that goes this way. The same with this side. Another screw and washer will go in there to hold this straight up. And then it'll be the same for the other side. And this accommodates the shelf that can be extended or folded up. All right, still on the shelves, I just want to give you a little more advice. If you don't have a helper who can hold this in place for you, like I do, what you do is snug this bottom one down pretty good, and not all the way, of course, and then this will move just a little, but it'll hold it up there so you can get the inside one with the washer on by yourself. And you notice these flanges are on the outside on both the front and the back.
And now back to our regularly scheduled program.
And you're going to see a theme here. On the back, this little drip tray that's underneath the whole thing, it comes out. Yes, for easy cleaning. And then the drip cup comes with it. That comes right off. And that, of course, can be removed and brought inside for easy cleaning. Now, for filming tomorrow, I'll probably leave this. But on the long term, I'm probably going to cover this in aluminum foil and make it a little easier for cleanup over and over again. And like I said, that just has two little, and then easy access. The doors are great. The magnet is amazing. Absolutely amazing. Nice handle. Really like that. It's better than my kitchen cabinets. They don't have handles. But when you're putting the propane tank in and out and you got this whole back wide open, that'll make it a lot easier. So my first impression, I am really impressed with this guy. He's not too heavy. He's under 70 pounds, but it's riding like a commercial, I think. And I like it. We're going to give it a go tomorrow. We're going to cook some steaks. That's what gas grills are made for, and that's how I started my culinary journey. So,
well, this is what we're going to test this new grill with. This is my tried and true, old-fashioned, been doing it for a very long time way of doing steaks. Now, I've done steaks a lot of different ways, from sous vide to baking, and this is my my favorite. Don't need any special tools, any special techniques. Really, all we're doing is we're salting it very generously, but not too much. You can see there's some red still coming through. You don't want it piled on. Like I'm about to do right here. You don't want that much. So if that happens, just give it, there you go. And then I like to tenderize after I put the salt on, so it kind of, I don't know, helps protect from foodborne illnesses. There you can see it's already kind of coming apart. I'm gonna just let this sit out at room temperature for about an hour, hour and a half, covered up, and going on the grill. Hi, welcome. I got the grill outside. It's all set up. We got it connected to the propane and turned on. I did a little testing to make sure I was going to talk about this right. The first time you turn this on, there's air in the lines. There's not gas in the lines. So you're going to try to light it, and it's not going to light the first time. So what you do is just leave it in full blast for a minute or two. You'll start to smell the propane, and then it'll light. That's just something that you should know. You do it on each one. Just be patient. Let the gas get up there. You should be able to hear it. And if you hear it, then it's flowing. The other thing is if it's turned off and you turn on the gas tank and you can hear it flowing, you know you got a problem and you need to go to leak check. In here is a lot of good information about how to light it with matches, what happens if it doesn't light, how to connect it properly. There's even some cooking advice in here as well, so keep that close. What they don't cover in here, they don't cover seasoning these. These are cast iron. They're not coated with anything, and they will rust, and they'll rust quickly. So what I did is I got a little bit of oil. This is from the fryer, and I'm going to just coat this completely with oil. Now, some people, they'll just get the spray oil and they'll hit it with that, and that's good. Just got to make sure you get it with a high temperature oil. All I had was olive oil, and that'll just burn right off. So I went ahead and did it this way. Then, once these are all done, we'll turn it on and let it bake in. All right, you can see I've got them all coated very, very well. We're gonna turn these on. I'm just gonna go ahead and take that off.
for now. I'm gonna turn these on. Make sure they're lit. I'm gonna close this up and let it warm up. I'm not gonna let it get too hot, but I'm gonna let it get good and toasty in there. Probably gonna let it get up to 400 or 500, and then I'll turn it off or turn it down. We want these heavy cast iron grates are so good for searing, kind of. You're grilling, but this will leave a sear mark, and that sear mark creates what's called the Maillard reaction, and that's the brown meat that tastes so good. So we want that a lot, and the only way to do that is to get this really, really hot. So we're going to get this up to about 400, 500 degrees, turn it on medium, let it sit there for a little while. We have some ribeye steaks, some asparagus, some baked potato, and even some onions and mushrooms cooking inside. So that's the way you break in a grill. That's with some $100 worth of food. Anyway, that's what it looks like so far. I wanted you to see this. I hope you can see it. I'll try to get it in post, but that sear side is flaming up and looking real promising. All right, here we go for the first time. This has been running for about 10 minutes. It quit smoking. I'm turning the sear side all the way up to high. It's really hot. These are that's the sound you want to hear right there. I'm gonna let that go for 2 minutes, and then I'm gonna turn it. I'm cruising along. It's been about 1.5 minutes. That side is on low, that side's on high. It's hanging about 500 degrees. I'm about to turn them. Okay, it's been 2 minutes. That's what I wanted to see. It's kind of windy today. I'm gonna leave that up on high and go 2 more minutes. All right, it's been 2 more minutes. That would be 4 minutes total. Go back on. So there it is after 5.5 minutes. We like ours fairly rare. I'm not that rare. I'll give another couple minutes. All right, we're down to our last 30 seconds. That's done. That's way done. It's good to go. So there you have it, our first cook on there. Not very organized or anything, but there we have a potato, some asparagus, pepper, all grilled really nicely. And the temperature is just perfect. That's the way we like it. I really like this grill. I'm looking forward to using it for a long time. I think you'll probably like it too, if that's what you're looking for. As always, thank you for watching.